guys, welcome back. We are here now with myself, James Parfitt, and D. Biggles this time back in the booth, ready to go. Mr. Biggles, sir, hope you're having a wonderful evening. How are you?
Been great evening, James. I just was exciting watching that race that you just had before, and now we got more racing to go, as you mentioned there, onto the Pro Series. So I wonder if this one's going to be as cracking as what the previous race was.
Well, hopefully it should be, and I'm looking forward to it. The guys that are coming back into qualifying, sorry about the late delay getting in there as well. There was an issue within the wonderful world of YouTube that wasn't allowing me to connect, but we are going to be going into qualifying. But what I want to do really quickly, as we go into qualifying, they have got an outlet. We will bring you up the championship standing. Sebastian Lipp is in first place currently on 71. Niels Erik Isaacson in second. Jack Ashton in third. Kettle Larson is fourth. Daniel Sedgley down in fifth. Rafael Blanco sixth. John McCutcheon seventh. Kim Andre Bjorklund in eighth. Joachim Kjod in ninth. Stefan Severia 10th. Mike Boost on 11th. Paul Clark in 12th. Paul Crabb 13th. Dennis Kiriakopoulos 14th. Flavio Freire in 15th. Christoph Lipp in 16th. Ivan Bramer 17th. Martina Ward down in 18th place there. And then beyond Martina Ward, we got Lasse Sorensen in 19th. Max Klopp at 20th. Robert Williams 21st. Sven-Young Matheson 23rd. David Walter, Graham Brown 23rd. David Waters 24th. The other Graham Brown 25th. Jakob Behrens in 26th. with Roller Bratton and Paul LeMay. Quick show of the team stand-ins as well here this evening. Currently at the moment, the Lipp train, which consists of Sebastian and Christoph Lipp, are leading the way on 92 points. Team Madline Yellow on 78. Team Madline Pink on 76. IGLE Racing Red, IGL Racing Blue are 4th and 5th. Team Forzilla is 6th. Team Slow-Mo Red is 7th. Sim Racing Norway 8th. Octopus Racing 9th. Highlands Racing 10th. On Wheels TV 11th. Platinum Racing Team 12th. Racing Team Denkamp down in 13th. Team GB is down in 14th place at the moment. As we have entered into qualifying, we will pick up Kettle Larson with 8 minutes remaining. Thank you so much again for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bells, and give the video a big old thumbs up, because that would be absolutely amazing. And you got two of us discussing this pro race here. Well, Biggles, I think from our point of view, if it's anything like the AMS, it should be a really good one. Probably just as dominated by slowdowns as it seems to be on the other series as well.
Yeah, James, you mentioned the slowdowns, and I saw that. They are very punishing. Sometimes a little too punishing or not. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, if the way the AI dictates exactly what you've done right, what you've done wrong perhaps. But it'll be interesting, the lone qualifying that you're having currently at the moment with 7 minutes and change to go. Be interesting to see who's going to be those drivers that are putting their top of the timesheets here in Norway. We are in Norway, right?
Yeah, we are.
It's one of the new tracks, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking for the snow. I couldn't find any.
No, we are in Norway. Unfortunately, we don't get any snow graphics in iRacing. And that would be cool. You know, we have seen a little bit of a hint of rain. A little. There was a touch of it with some of the driver pictures going out with them posting pictures of wet setups and that in there. So they are in there. So hopefully we may see rain very shortly, but only time will tell, I think, on that one, Mr. Biggles, sir. And who knows? Maybe before Christmas.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that they were doing that. So that's fantastic. Yeah, apologise, the standings were a little small. That was even hard for me to read that one there, James, but you got through there. We could probably relay those standings out there if anybody wants to know if something you missed or not.
No, actually, they should be.
James is coming off a back-to-back casting here at the moment, so I just got to bear with him. There's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, hopefully they will be a little bit bigger. Sven-Young Matheson is currently flying in second place. Current lap time 1:17.19. Jakob Behrens there from IGL Coatings E-Racing Blue is in front on a 1:17.03. So let's see what Sven-Young could do. Didn't have a good time out in Hockenheim last week. Binned it in turn 1 and then became famous for being a YouTube short. So well done to Sven-Young Matheson there.
Been famous for a YouTube short.
Yeah,
all right.
He did go into pole Behrens. He did just take it back not long after on a 1:16.4. Yeah, he made me laugh. He basically posted in chat in Discord that he couldn't wait for the race to start. And he was really looking forward to it, and everybody's going to have a clean race. And then here comes Sven-Young Matheson, and straight into turn 1. overcooks it, has a crash, and then, yeah, that's it. That was it, pretty much, for Sven Young. So he lasted not very long. Actually, turn 2 on Hockenheim. He managed to get round 1, but it was turn 2 after that did the dirty on him. So Ruben Rodriguez is down currently in 9th as well. He is green across the board. Let's see how he gets on here this evening as well. A new one into the series, so this should be fun, and hopefully he will have a good race as he goes up into 4th place. Not bad at all. That's good. Niels Erik Isaacson as well here as well as we go round turn 11 there, Mr. Biggles, sir.
I'm just at the moment. Those top 3 are all Norwegians, and of course you've got Ruben there, the Spaniard, into P4 currently at the moment, and then you've got a couple more Norwegians and a Dutch driver. So you'd expect the Norwegians to do well here at a home track. They maybe even have been around this track or driven this track in real life before. Yes, they are dominating at the moment, and Niels is going a bit quicker. Sebastian goes up there, throws that number 3 for Germany up into P4. So we're going to see if it's going to be a lockout in the front row for the Norwegians. At the moment, it's looking good for that.
Yeah, this is Sebastian's brother Christoph here as well, leading the way. Heading 8, he got punted. Don't know about that. Maybe went in a little bit too hot, but you know, hey, it's what it is, and that was what caused him off there. So Christoph Lipp is going into 7th. Ruben Rodriguez currently in 6th place, going across the line. And,
yeah, it goes up into, P2 there for Rodriguez. So, Viva Rapido there for the Spaniard. I don't think those Norwegians are going to be too happy about that. They're going to come back and do something. You can see a couple of purple sectors there. Well, I'm really not going to be very good in those names, James, but you know, we're covered for that, mate.
Sven Young Matheson as well.
Sven Young Matheson, yep.
Yeah, and then we got the nice, simple Daniel Sedgley. As well, Daniel is crew. Matheson still in 3rd. What's Sedgley going to put on the board here? Currently going faster overall. Goes up into 7th place. And then we've got Stefan Severia is setting greens as well. So is Joachim Kjod. So Rob Williams is the number 1 driving around here. Oh, a little bit of a stutter from iRacing. Rob is currently yellow though, unfortunately for him. Dinas Koulirakopoulos, turn 14. He is green, as is Paul Clark. I think this should be an interesting one. You know, we've got 21 cars going for it on track. Now, I did, during the break, get a message from Gary Truebury. His throttle was stuck on 80%. That's why he was dropping down the order so far in the AMs. For whatever reason, his throttle was stuck at 80%. It wouldn't go any harder. So that's why he was losing places hand over foot there, as we see Sebastian Lipp go purple in sector 2. So,
well, that means he would never be lifting, would he? Well, lift if your throttle's stuck like that, unless you try to get a screwdriver or something and jam it out. Was it a spring or something like you think on a load cell?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. He sent me a brief little video and just said that it was just stuck on 80, and no matter how much he looked like, by whatever, he's got stuck at 70 to 80%. He was pushing it and trying to ram it, and he just couldn't get it past 70 or 80%. So maybe the input was not being received. I'm not entirely sure.
That's the thing. That's the thing out there, and I'm sure everybody is aware of it. Even though it's esports, you still have technical problems and issues. You even heard before too from our a driver from South Africa, and that's not the first time I heard that. They do have those rolling blackouts that do occur regularly. So it's just a luck of the draw. I mean, I have blackouts every once in a while that occur where I am, but I'm in the middle of the jungle. That's why I have a UPS and a generator that runs for a bit. But go back to that technical issues. It does happen, doesn't it? Wheels disconnect. You got your pedals that can break and cause problems or slide across the room, or you can have maybe some kids run in the room there and pull a cable out on you and run away with giggling. All sorts of stuff happens in the esports world. As we found out on Wednesday, was it? With the very poor internet situation I had going on as well, where we were running for about 5 FPS throughout. So it wasn't ideal, was it? You know what I mean? It's not bad, but James, considering the amount of casting that you do, so that's about less than 10% problems. It's good to take any day of the week, but we're right down to the final minutes of qualifying. Yeah,
40 seconds to go. Everybody's done their laps, really. I think some drivers, Paul Crabb and Dennis Kiriakopoulos, they are just driving around for a little bit more practice. Of course, drivers do have 4 laps here to be able to get the job done, and currently they are coming to the end of that. So let's see how these guys get on. 20 seconds remaining in the stage, just driving around now for a little bit of fun to get some practice in, I would have thought, with 16 seconds on the clock. We are just waiting for now qualifying and the grid to appear for the next 30 minutes of racing. Don't forget, guys, hit the thumbs up button, turn on the bells for notifications, and of course subscribe to the channel. So that would be absolutely amazing. But the grid is up and ready to go. Niels Erik Isaacson is in pole position with Ruben Rodriguez in second, Sven-Jöng Mathiesen third, Jacob Behrens fourth, Sebastian Lipp fifth, Christoph Lipp in sixth, Lasse Sorensen seventh, Daniel Sedgley eighth, Kettle Larsen ninth, Ivan Bremer in 10th, Dennis Kiriakopoulos in 11th, Stefan Savaria is down in 12th place. Beyond that, we've got Kim Andre Bjorklund in 13th, Joachim Kjod 14th, Martina Ward 15th, Paul Crabb 16th, Max Klopper 17th, Robert Williams 18th, Paul Clark 19th, Flavio Ferreira in 20th, and Rafael Blanco down in 21st place. Don't forget, guys, as well, stay tuned for the channel, because we do have the SRL GT4s coming up straight after this. And that should be another absolute outstanding race as well. So make sure you stay involved with that one, because the SRL GT4s do have a rather great race there, and that's coming up from the Hungaro ring. So stay tuned there as well. Just waiting for the cars to finish getting off on grid.
We have another one to do after this, James.
Got another one straight after. Yeah, 10:15. 10:15, going straight off for another one. So all in all, 3 in all. Hey, not bad. You know what I mean? Goes to show.
Yeah. Why not? It's Friday racing for you, my friend, is busy, as well as these drivers, of course, here at the Radical Old Series. And the Pro Series is about to be. Look out for the Norway. Look out also for Ruben. He's surrounded by the other 2 Norwegians behind him on the second row. They're going to gang up on the Spaniard.
Oh, I don't know. Just waiting for Rafael Blanco to get out on grid. But don't forget, guys, as well, we've got some great racing coming up over the weekend. I myself are at the Autosport International Show, but the lights are on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are green there. Rodriguez jumped Isaacson right at the beginning. And Isaacson got a very slow start. Sven-Jöng Mathiesen looking at coming up as well. Isaacson's going to dive. There's going to be contact. Contact with Isaacson and Mathiesen. Oh, Lipp's gone round. That's not Christoph, that's Sebastian Lipp. He's gone all the way round and dropped all the way down to the bottom of the order for Sebastian Lipp, and it may have involved Lasse Sorensen, who's also gone down as well. Flavio Ferreira is up into 18th place, Rob Williams up into 15th, but at the moment it's Ruben Rodriguez with Sven-Jöng Mathiesen out in front, and everybody chasing down. There's been another one here as well, Kim Andre Bjorklund going off track. Bjorklund there from Sim Racing Norway, looking like the bit of a manic star here in the pros, Dean, and well, it's now definitely going to be a different race altogether.
Usual first lap, first corners incidents and rubbing, grinding, and is racing and driving, as they say. Absolutely fantastic for Ruben, as you saw the bog down that occurred. Race starts are actually crucial, aren't they, when it comes to iRacing, to time it perfectly. Some drivers have double clutches and single clutches and all that, but he got the lead that he wanted to, and he can maintain that lead. And look at that, you can see Jacob there, almost a second away now from P3. He was the one that had that poor start, if I'm not mistaken. No, Jacob's in the current position. Isaacson, just up the road, yeah.
Didn't get off the line. It's Sven-Jöng Mathiesen, Kettle Larsen now trying to make that move over Daniel Sedgley from Team Radline Black. He does do. Kettle Larsen now up into 6th place, Sedgley 7th. Bremer is in 8th. Isaacson now being chased down by Sven-Jöng Mathiesen here as well. IGL, E-Racing Blue and Team Slow-Mo, good friends on track, these guys. Normally spend a lot of practice session times together, helping each other out, you know, finding where each other is quick. But I'm guessing it might be a little bit different in this race this evening.
The smiley face helmet you can see on the driver behind. Always love that helmet, isn't it? So it's just like you're smiling all the time, though. I'm sure they're concentrating and sweating it out. there at the moment, and as Niels is trying to keep Matheson behind him, and that's just allowing Rodriguez to kind of pull a little bit more of a gap away. 1.1 now, and as you said, it's a 30-minute race, so time is not so much necessarily on your side once you start getting away.
No, you can imagine their crew chief sitting there when you're doing a short race, turning around saying, you ain't got much time here, mate, you got to get on with it, and these guys are trying to move through as well. Martina Ward, Raphael Blanco, Paul Clark, Max Klopper, Kim Andre Bjorklund, Sebastian Lipp, and then we've got Robert Williams down the bottom of the field currently at the moment. Looks like possibly Williams may have gone off. He went off track and unfortunately dropped down the order. Klopper is just about to be overtaken by Bjorklund. Lip's going to go as well. Lip did get through this time around. Flavio
Lifted
Ferreira,
low through, yeah.
In at 13th. He's being chased down by the LGI of Lasse Sorensen. Sorensen's gone up the inside as well. So Sorensen's moving on. The guys that were being involved in that incident at the beginning have now got to try and make their way through. And clearly they are a lot quicker than the guys at the back. We can have a look and see what happened to Rob Williams here as well this evening. Rob there. Oh, somebody's got it up the inside. That is through. No contact with Kim Andre Bjorklund. Going round.
This is on lap 1,
8.
right? That replay, I believe,
2,
so you can see.
Lap 2.
Lap 2.
So, yeah, Bjorklund was involved in that as well. And unfortunately for Williams, he's now gone around. So back up front, we've still got Isaacson, Matheson, Behrens and Lip all battling it out here. What do we think? How are these drivers going to approach this? These guys at the back that are obviously faster. You've got Sebastian Lip, Kim Andre Bjorklund as well. As we can see, Bjorklund just going past Paul Clark there. It's got to be tough for them to try and make overtakes on a track that's not great for overtakes, isn't it, really?
They're doing some of the overtaking you see at the moment, but yeah, it's going to be difficult. You just have to just go put your head down there and just hit the loud pedal as loud as possible. Just hope you can get a couple more damage limitations for some of the drivers and gains for others. But there, that's just at motor racing, isn't it? Especially because it's a short race. That's why everybody's kind of go guns blazing at the start to try to gain a couple of positions. But yeah, unfortunately, you can get a little bit of a tap, you spin the wrong direction, you're fighting at the back. That's all you can do. It's a racing series, and there's more racing to come. Yeah. We're on board with Martina Wood there, and Martina Wood, the lockup will take that position back there, I think, from, is that Flavio or is that Raphael?
No, Flavio. Raphael's behind the blue and white.
There you go.
That's going to affect Flavio's
maybe up. Another position too.
Yeah, she's gone up the inside. Oh
no.
No.
It looked like that was the contact there. Unless it was net code or just too greedy, you think, on the power?
Yeah, too
into the corner.
Looked like she's trying to send it up the inside there, and unfortunately got a little bit loud on the pedal. Now Ferreira is under attack from Rafael Blanco as they go down into turn 1. Blanco there as well, trying to make his way through the field. So is Kim Andre Bjorklund. So I'd be interested to see what these guys do, because they're relatively similar on pace, you see. Round about the same, pace is always difficult to overtake because you can't really make an improvement if you're both doing the same lap times.
It is, absolutely. You've been pretty good capturing all the action right now too, James. I have to say, every time you point a camera on somebody, there's some action. So at the moment out there, if you're the crew chief, she's like, please, James, don't show the cars for us. We're doing good without you. Pulling up the highlights, and that's a little deep into the corner there, but still maintains that position just ahead of Sebastian that you can see, and that is Paul Clark just up the road there. And there's actually an overtake a little bit further up between Kim and Raphael.
Kim made it round the outside, I believe. Lip's going to have a go up the... Oh, I thought he was going to have a go up the inside. Now, Paul Clark is a very stout defender. They call him Thou Shalt Not Pass Clark, because he does defend really well. So he's being very stoutly on his defence is Mr. Paul Clark as well. So let's see how it happens here. Is Lip going to be taking up the inside of this one into turn 1? Sebastian Lip does make it through. Ferreira is off, unfortunately, as well. And Bavaria is being chased down. Joachim Koyo has had a slowdown. He's going rather slowly here as well. He hasn't had an incident. He has had a slowdown. But Blanco and Bjorklund battling in a way as well here. Ruben Rodriguez Niels, Eric Isaacson, Sven-Jan Mathiesen back up front. So there's a lot of action towards the back of the field with the faster guys trying to make their way through.
And Ruben's made a mistake somewhere because his last lap was a 17.3, a 16.3. So he lost a second. Remember, he had a 1.5 second gap there for Niels. That's gone. That's done and dusted. So now that comfortable gap that he has been shaved because they're eating a Big Mac with James or something like that, I think you said earlier. But once again, the action is certainly around here in the midfield.
Yeah. Definitely on that one. Don't worry, 71 Burger. Lock on the fight in the top. We will do, but they're a little bit further apart than these guys. This is the guys that were involved in incidents at the beginning, and they're very quick. So we've got Lip, Bjorklund, and Blanco. So don't panic. We will catch all the fight as the action there. It's Paul Crabb. That's Ivan Bramer. He goes off. I told you, Berger, we're going to catch the action, and we do right at the moment. And as if I go here, Isaacson as well is going to be trying to have a hang-on from Sven-Jan Mathiesen. Berger, I've got you, bro. Don't you worry about it. I promise. You ain't going to miss a thing, is he, Dean?
And we got replays as well, too, so if there is an overtake at the top there, we can certainly go back and capture it. But at the moment, the overtake may be not at the top, but the 77 car, of course, and Madison in P10, because you can see the pressure that he's applying. He's basically saying, okay, mate, get on with this, okay, because we've got to catch that Spaniard up the road. If you don't do it, I'm going to try.
Yeah, Mathiesen in P3, Isaacson in P2, and then we've got Behrens behind him as well. Lasse Sorensen is another one that's battling in a way with Paul Crabb. Here as well from Team Madline IGL Coatings E-Racing Red. But Max Klopper and Flavio Ferraria, sorry, not Ferrari. Oh, Ferrari's go wide. That's going to Kloppe out here. Yeah. I don't know what that was. I don't know what I was thinking of there, to be honest. But anyway, Ferrara became Ferrari at one point. So, yeah, there we go. But Paul Crabb is battling away with Sorensen here. And we've got 20 minutes remaining. These guys now they got the run out down into 3 and 4. This is a battle for 9th and 10th place currently, Mr. Biggles, sir.
And Paul Crabb, the Irishman, he's getting 7 places so far, so certainly getting it on with after the not really involved in that incident in the midfield at the start, but maintaining it, trying to maintain it over Lassie. Getting the 80 car right behind. Still, the top of the timesheets, nothing really has resumed there. They've actually come out just outside that 5-second barrier that they were breaking down. This closer battle here, 3/10, as you can see. Martina Ward, after that spin, trying to make her way up into at least P20 here and not finish last.
No, this is the somewhat trying to recover Rob Williams, who got caught up in that incident earlier on lap 2. They're going through turn 5 and turn 6. That was with the recovering Boy Auckland, and unfortunately Williams did go round. So Williams is trying to come back through, but it's very difficult in a field that's going so quick, and that's going to be the problem for him, really. This could turn into a good battle, these guys here at the back, because they have got similar pace, and this is the battle for 20th and 21st. So, you know, they've got all the rights to battle here, and they've got similar pace, so it'd be interesting to see how this one pans out as well for these guys here tonight. And don't forget, they get places, the points all the way down to 25th, so they are going to score points, you know, for Ward and Williams.
Also, the battle's brewing really close for that P10 again, too. So, Artino, come and get your overtake done, choreographed on camera so that we can go head over to the other action. I think it's right on cue. She might have done it. No.
Just. Yeah. Went to have a go, but didn't quite make it through here as well. These guys are going to be having this epic battle, but we'll go back up with Paul Crabb, Lasse Sorensen, Dennis Kiriakopoulos in front of us. Our resident Greek-Swiss driver, shall we say, Mr. Kiriakopoulos, but Martina Ward and Williams are back together by about 2/10. Can Ward make the move? Yeah, she's trying to muscle him kind of off the line. She's gone now into 12. They're going to... No!
That's commitment right there. It's like, okay, this car's going to have to steer, kid. It did. And very good at driving.
Yeah, she posted that SR10 parcel and the postman shoving a passport parcel through my letterbox. I'll tell you that much. Literally, she literally sent
That's
it.
when you posties aren't striking in the UK. Yeah, something along the line.
When he's in a hurry, he's literally trying to, he's got it on there and he's just posted it through and it kicked it and ran. You know what I mean? So, but Paul Crab and Sorensen there having a go. Nice pass. It was a nice pass from Martina there. Sent it on the inside of Williams. But it looks like Williams has come back at her, as these guys are going to be coming down into 3 and 4. I told you this battle could materialise all the way through, but we can't just sit and watch these guys for the next 17 minutes, even though they are going at it. But they are one of your closest battles on the track currently at the moment as well. So let's see how that one goes out. As we've got Kel Larson and Daniel Sedgley here in the battle for 6th and 7th, coming round turn 14. Off they go on to turn 1. Well, hopefully these top guys will take a lesson out of Martina Ward's playback, Biggles, and send it, shall we say?
Fully send. That's what they say. Maybe. Christopher Lip, of course, he's his brother, or you said, or a relation of Sebastian, had that moment at the start of the race. Lowering back up in a P15 for the Lip Train team. So at the moment, Truddy's got he's Christoph has to keep Larson.
Larson and
behind.
One more.
Trying Sedgley, yes. Daniel Sedgley right there trying to get something done there for the team Redline Black. Yeah. The gap to the leaders now just about a second as well too. So Rodriguez did hold off that attack after a little bit of an error where it cost him about a second and change. He must have had an off-track excursion or something like that, but still in the lead of the race.
No, Matheson still half a second back here as well over Isaacson. And then further down we've got Lasse Sorensen having a go at Paul Crab. So see how these guys play out here. Stefan Severia right behind him at the moment. Crab's got in a little bit deep. Sorensen's had to almost check up of that run out of 14. He's going to get a better run though than Crab is. Crab, oh, you left the door open. You should have been on that left-hand line. And guess what, Mr. Biggles? Paul Crab.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
It's just got burgled.
Going to get burgled, isn't he?
Yeah, he left the door wide open, mate. Absolutely.
He did get burgled, my apologies.
Yeah, he got burgled there, did Paul Crab. You leave the door open there. Sorensen's not going to take your position. He's also going to take your sofa, your TV, and anything else in the process. But Lasse Sorensen through into 9th place now. Paul Crab back down into 10th. Stefan Severia chasing him in 11th. Here we go now with Ivan Bramer as well, having a good old go over the guys and trying to catch up with Stefan Severia in front of him for 11th. But you can't do it in racing. He knew he had to go defensive and he didn't shut that door quick enough. And that was it. Sorensen was like, Larson was like, thank you very much, I'm having that. But Sorensen.
Yeah, but Paul had gained 7 positions, so he's still a lot of gain. That's good. I mean, but then it was under attack for quite some time there for laps, and so they've been sizing him up eventually, and so he got it done. Paul now has to try to keep the pressure of these drivers behind him because he's got a couple more, as you can currently see, and he wants to still maintain that great start. You'd have to say 6 positions gained, 7 before, now 6. Now you want to make sure you still keep that 6, otherwise it might turn into 5 and 4 soon with these 2 AC drivers behind down the road. 14 minutes to go, so halfway through.
Yeah, Jacob Behrens is slowly closing up on Sven-Young Matheson. I did get a warning that Sebastian Lipp had an incident. If you're wondering why all of a sudden I flicked down to him, it turns out he hasn't had an incident. However, he is rapidly being chased down by Rafael Blanco here. Rafael Blanco, of course, the Uruguayan, the 6.1k I-rated, chasing down Sebastian Lipp, the German, on 4.6k. So combined, they've got well over 10.7k of I rating. Take 1.6 of that, and that's about where I'm at. But hey, that's why.
Isn't 10k the pro iRacing champion? I think it's 10 point something.
Yeah, I think they get it, don't they? Blanco there's still being chased down with Lip.
What's going off track? Robert Williams. That's last place anyway, so he's not really got nothing to lose. That'll just give Martina a little bit more of a breathing space right now. And Martina's actually got past Flavio.
Yeah, Ferreira.
He's just gone off track.
Yeah, it looked like Ferreira went round in turn 8. Either that or did Martina have something to do with it? Well, tell you what, let's have a quick look and find out.
It's true, they were getting pretty close. Oh no,
looks like
he's by himself here.
Yeah.
Yep, right there, I'd say.
On the gas. Oh, no. Too much loud pedal.
Oh, yeah. Now, where's Martina going to be flying around? Backs up. Martina should be zooming past there.
Paul Clark
There you
and
go.
Martina will go through. So, fair play to Ferrara, but he's now down the 20th position with Williams behind him. Paul Crabb, Stefan Severia, Ivan Bremer, Joachim Kjod. This is the battle in the middle. Crabb is currently sitting in the 10th spot, but Severia, Bremer and Kjod want, and Isaacson's gone off. Isaacson's off.
I was going to say, he's dropped somewhere. There it is. And he's dropped it out of, the final turn?
No, turn 10. Turn 10.
Oh, he's got to get on the power now. There's a bit of a gap, so he should be able to get it. But remember, the tyres are cooking like a barbecue afternoon in Australia. So you're going to get cooled down a little bit and get back into it. Cool your driver down too and say, all right, I made a mistake, but it can be worse than what it is right now. But how did he make that mistake? Let's have a look.
Too much on the pedal.
Contact as well too before.
Svenja Matheson there as well. So Isaacson now drops all the way down into 9th place here this evening. And he's back up and running with Lasse Sorensen behind him. Kettle Larsen, Daniel Sedgley having in close by Max Kloppert, Paul, and Rafael Blanco. Rafael Blanco there going down into 17th. Max Kloppert from
Come on,
Racing
Maxi.
Yeah.
Maximum? Is it Maximum? Oh, that's a little deep on there. He had to lift off. That's not Max. That's just ahead there.
No, that's...
Maxi, of course, is a good name to have if you're a Dutch driver. You can win a few championships with that.
But do you wonder if he's as fast, Biggles? Do we think Kloppert is as fast as Verstappen? That's the question.
Well, if you're Dutch, you instantly got a couple extra I rating, I think, next to your name. But Paul Crabb's still going to be trying to maintain his position that he has under attack. He usually does hold. He did hold off, of course, Niels for a few more, but right now, another Spaniard is hunting him down. Stephanie, the only other Spaniard on the grid, actually, because the other one, of course, is Mr. Rodriguez, leading this race by 2.6 seconds right now, so comfortably, I have to say leading, 10 minutes to go.
Now, you said that, right? I always presumed it was Stefan Severia Lario.
Yeah, it's right, there's no I in it, you might be right there.
Saying Stephanie makes me wonder if I've just been calling the wrong name for the last season.
Could be wrong. Most likely I'm wrong, James. You know, I'm the Dean Biggles butcher of names. I think everybody's aware of that one. If you do know in the chat, please let us know.
Yeah.
Come along too if you're watching.
No, you got me confused now. I'm sure it's Stefan Severia. I hope it is. Otherwise,
you're a teacher.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Stefan. But then looking at it, Stephanie, it could be Stephanie Severia Lario Hergo. So somebody let me know. They're clearly happy because they clearly haven't. But Martina Ward and Flavio Ferreira. Ward gone up the inside of 3 and 4. Ferreira's off. That's going to be a slowdown. No offence here, young sir, but you can't go that wide on that corner. Isaacson now, but look at a Crabb. Paul Crabb under attack from Severia here. Oh, they're still banging away,
a few more cars.
Funny, difficult right now at this stage to get the overtakes, but they've been studying the back of the yellow machine. The team Radline Black some time now. Paul wasn't easy to overtake earlier, remember, and he's not going to be easy to overtake right now. As you saw, you caught the action on there when he did leave his door open and got burgled one time. Do you think he's going to change the locks right now and should be okay? Hold off?
Well, hopefully. Rafael Blanco has had a crash. He has had a crash and he's jumped the car back into the pits. So let's have a look and see what Blanco has been up to. It's coming around the last turn. Did he just peel it off? He did. He didn't. That's Paul Clark. I don't want Paul Clark. I want this one.
I was going to say. I was supposed to be looking at
that's coming into 12. Runs wide at 12. 13.
Twirly.
It must have been. He's just pulled it off. Yeah, he's just pulled it off.
Break. And that could be a technical issue. That some of the drivers. You were right out there, James. Andrews called that one perfectly. I knew you would have to be generally right. 99% of the time you are. So my bad.
Ah, there we go. Hey, one up for the Englishman. Woo!
You invented the language. You should be able to speak it correctly. There we go.
Hey, don't. there's so many different variations of English. You know, you got American English, and I don't know where that comes from, but apparently, you know,
Drongo Australian edition of the English here, right? Yeah,
exactly. So you got a lot of different versions of that English going on. As Sebastian Lipp looks at the inside of Joachim Kyo there, doesn't make it through this time. So there, see how this one pans out, but it is still the crab battle, battling it away with Stefan Lipp. Oh, Ferreira, Martina. Well, there was a big change in the time in Tower there. I wondered what had happened, but it is. Oh, slow down, Joachim Kyo. Unfortunately, he's going to have to be looking to try and take that slowdown or play it off. But I can tell you that because I did it myself, and you get half a second slowdown just from running over them white lines. It's quite ferocious, really, when you think about it. This track.
Be ferocious to be on board a car with you driving around the track. Absolutely. James.
Mate, you're laughing about that. It is quite scary being in the car with me, you know what I mean? And if you don't believe me, just ask the wife. She complains about my driving all the time, and that's just on the road.
Yeah.
Let alone if I took her around the racetrack.
I've said this before, you're not coming to pick me up from the airport, okay, man? I'm happy to take an Uber.
Yeah, probably best, mate. You might get there in one piece, to be honest, if you do that. But I would definitely look at taking an Uber, mate, because you might not get there. Not that I drive crazy, but unfortunately my kids do find it quite amusing, but my wife does not. Definitely not. So, say 6 minutes.
Crab's still holding off. The leader is at 3.1, so Rodriguez just has to hold out there for another 6 minutes and change. I don't think so Madison can do too much about it unless there's mistakes made. Of course, Jacob should be looking pretty comfortable in that P3. Other Lip, Christopher in P4, gaining 2 positions. But this is Sebastian Lip, who's lost 10 positions, unfortunately, trying to make up 1 more. In fact, Joachim just up the road, as you can see on your pictures.
Yeah, all going to be very close together. I'm hoping that 4 gaggle here, this group ends up with Sebastian Lipp and Joachim Kyo, because then we've got a 6-way fight, and that will really spice up the last 5 minutes of these guys. Joachim Kyo is pushing for Team Slow-Mo Red, currently trying his hardest to get that car forward, but he has got the ever-looming, very fast Sebastian Lipp, and that's going to be a tough defense if I've ever seen one before in my life.
He got schnitzels on the side there, I think. We'll find out in a minute, but that's Sebastian. Now he's got to commit to it now, but he's got to make it stick. And good covering, you'd have to say there from Joachim. Just making it very difficult, so go around the outside if you need to for the team Slow-Mo Red. Holding off pressure, still. Holding off for another 4 minutes and change. Yeah, Sebastian Lipp is definitely trying. He may be powered by a bit of schnitzels. I think it says schnitzel inside. Yeah, the interesting thing for him is the fact that we've got Niels behind Isaacson behind Sorensen, sorry, because it was... Oh, slow down for Lasse Sorensen. Yeah, so caught the end of it. The teammates were side by side through there. One had to go wide.
Yeah.
They're the green livery machines you're watching right now for the Codings e-racing red team.
That's the
green machine.
That's the slowdown, though, isn't it? Some people drive off slowdowns. Like, I try my desperate hardest to drive them off until I really, really, really cannot get them off anymore. And I normally take them off. I'm a terrible person for this. I'll go into a hairpin and bang it down in first gear and drive really slowly around the hairpin so the cars behind can't get past me. But it takes off my slowdown quicker than me having to do what Sorensen did and pull over and let everybody through. It's, I don't know, I'm not a lover of pulling over and letting people off. I'd rather try and take it off as I'm driving, to be honest, but maybe that could be why I'm
It was his teammate, James. That was the thing, because his teammate, which is up the road there, of Niels in the 77 car, only running in P8, we just caught the end of the picture there, so I think he didn't want to get in the way of his teammate, and it has possibly caused him to go too wide. There was other cars around there, and caused him to get that slowdown because of it, which might be not a bad idea if you're helping out your teammate, of course. Or it could have been the other car, of course. There is another teammate in 5th place, Larson, so it's one of those. Actually, there's another one up further too. Sorry, there's about 4 or 5 of those.
There's Jakob Behrens from Blue, Niels Isaacson in the blue, and then we've got Sorensen and Larson in the red. So there's 4 occupants of the IGL Coatings e-racing team here this evening, and currently we've got Ivan Bramer being chased down by one of them, which is Lasse Sorensen, with Kim Andre Bjorklund from Sim Racing Norway. Obviously Bjorklund was involved in an incident, and unfortunately he's dropped him all the way down the field. Sebastian Lipp still can't get past Joachim Kjod. Joachim putting on the defences here today, and he's been under attack for quite a while. So Joachim Kjod putting on the defences there, Biggles, and not allowing Lipp through.
Oh, he's not. He's got the screaming Norwegian fans. You can see them all around the track there. There's plenty of them, but they're there to support him. You know, this is a home race. You say not on my home track. Sebastian Lipp trying the best to get it done. All you can do is put the pressure on. They've been, as Stefan has been applying right now to Paul, and Paul's been maintaining that pressure once again. Paul only had to yield that one place. The other racing team. I think Ivan's made a drop here.
Yeah, slow down.
Oh no.
See it straight away. He went over to the left, slowed down. That's going to pull him into Joachim Kjod, and obviously Sebastian Lipp there. Not something Bramer wanted to do, but that's the thing. So easily done on this track. You just have to sniff at a curb and you've got to slow down. I don't know. It drives me crazy, partly because I'll show you now on board here with Martina Ward, right? On the left-hand side here, on that curve, there's that white line, right, that runs around the outside. That's a slowdown if you go over that. And not only do they punish you with a slowdown, they also punish you by giving you an off-track just for good health. Not that you've had that half a second slowdown. Severia is off. Turn 1. Stefan Severia Hergo is off. Let's have a look. Oh, this is all on his own. All on his own.
I think it's because he's been pushing so much to get past Lipp, and just could not get it. I mean, why not? You're going to push a little bit, but you don't want to lose too many places, because now you're down to 49 seconds and have to settle in that position. Did Joachim get past Lipp? No, Lipp's the one's trying to get past Joachim. That's right. Of course, that's the other way around. Yes. Well, you got to have those slowdown corners, mate, because otherwise you're going to get back to that 24-hour, was it Spa controversy that happened last year?
Yeah,
We're exploring those off-track excursions with the pinnacle of iRacing teams, and causes a ton of controversy after that one.
Yeah, we have got Rodriguez is on the final lap. As long as he keeps it clean, I think he is going to get this. It's going to be interesting between Matheson and Jakob Behrens if they can hold on, but Sedgley has been chasing down Larson, so we're going to see how that one gets on. But it is Ruben Rodriguez is the final lap of the race, and he's on lap 7 and 8 currently at the moment. But Daniel Sedgley chasing down Larson here from IGL, leading off through turn 5 and 6, and then Sebastian Lipp is still behind Joachim Kjod. He still can't get through as these guys are heading down into 3 and 4. And it seems to be for these guys especially. So you got Lipp, Kjod, Bramer, then you got Sorensen. Krabs hung on for dear life. He is defended harder than anybody I've seen for a long time here. But currently back up front. Here we go.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, yep. Ruben
Rodriguez has done it. And he did it in the first corner on the first lap, and that was it. After that, untouchable to the end.
Yep, Sven-Göran Matheson comes across the line in second, Jakob Behrens in third. Chris Lipp goes across the line in fourth, gets out of the way. Here comes Kettle Larson, Daniel Sedgley. And then we're going to have Dennis Kyriakopoulos coming over the line. But Sven-Göran makes up for his his last performance last week. And he comes over in second place. Nils Erik Isaacson there as well. Ivan Bramer. Oh, hello, mate. Somebody from IGL is sending a car backwards. That's never good. Sebastian Lipp comes over the line, still behind Joachim Kjod. So for Joachim Kjod and Sebastian Lipp, they're still behind him. Max Klopper comes over as well. So, and then Severia, Paul Clark, Martina Ward, and then Flavio Ferreira is the last one on the line, but it's Behrens.
Two retirements there, yeah, Robert Williams there and Rafael Blanco.
Yeah, those guys did retire and not finish the race. I will have a chat, because Rob's obviously a friend of mine outside, so I will find out what happened to him, as we did miss it. I'm hoping the results have come up a lot clearer for you. I was making adjustments throughout the race as well. So Ruben Rodriguez is in first place, Sven-Jan Mathiesen in second, Jakob Behrens in third, Christoph Lipp fourth, Kjell Larsen fifth, Daniel Sedgley sixth, Dennis Kyrgiakopoulos seventh, Niels Erik Isaacson eighth, Paul Krebs ninth, Lasse Sorensen 10th, Kim Andre Bjorklund battled his way back up into 11th place, Ivan Bremer down in 12th, Joachim Kjod 13th, Sebastian Lipp 14th, just could not clear Kjod at all, just unfortunately could not get through. Stefan Severo-Hergo is 16th, Paul Clerk 17th, and Martina Ward is down in 18th place. Flavio Ferreira in 19th, Rafael Blanco in 20th, and then Rob Williams down in 21st place. Well, it's all about breathe, 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 and I think that's going to be one of the interesting things here. Once we start having a chat with the drivers, I do want to just make sure I can do something quickly, and then we can start trying to get the drivers in for interviews. See if we can get Mr. Rodriguez in for a chat. That would be ideal.
Yeah, I'll even conduct the interview in Espanol if you want. No, I'm only kidding. I can't do that. You've been the one doing the interviews. No, not very good. Plus, he speaks proper Spanish. I speak the Latin Spanish.
Oh, okay. Is that the broken version?
Yeah, there's a lot of different, the very, very difficult. Apparently, Panamanian Spanish is one of the most difficult ones to understand in Latin America. But he may be able to tell you that in a bit. But I'm sure Mr. Rodriguez can speak well, there's different variations of Spanish too in Spain itself. And but racing is not that much different, because the team Godzilla has done it. And as I said, he did it in the first corner. Yeah. You get him in a second, or somebody else probably have a bit of a chat.
Yeah, we've got Jakob Behrens in the booth ready to go. So let's bring Jakob in now. Jakob finishes down in third place. Good evening, Jakob. How are you?
Oh, hello. I'm doing better than I did half an hour ago.
Well, you've got the start of the race, and now you're at the end of it. And all in all, it wasn't a bad evening of racing, was it?
Nah, I think it was a all right debut, I would say. Pretty messy start for me, but except from that, workable race.
Yeah, definitely was as well. As you say, first race in to the league, going into Barcelona next week as well, and then obviously onto the famous Bathurst circuit. But I want to know your opinion on this circuit. Did you enjoy Rudskogen, or did you not like it? Because I know there's been mixed opinions.
I am nationally biased in the way that I am Norwegian.
Of course.
And the Rudskogen is a very good track, probably the best one in iRacing. But to be serious, I like the track. It's a bit weird in these cars because due to the elevation change, the front end just jumps a lot and understeers. But I think all in all, it's a good track. It's a bit difficult to overtake, but good track.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jakob, well done on your third place. Absolutely amazing debut. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before you leave the booth this evening?
A huge shout out to Agile Coatings E-Racing and Sandnes Trafikkskole. They helped me get up to speed in this car. I hadn't done any serious races before this week, and they got me up to speed pretty quickly, and it's been lovely.
Yeah, well, Jakob, it's been a pleasure talking to you as always, and I look forward to having more conversations as the season goes on.
Yes, I would like to have that too.
Take care, buddy. Right, let's bring in Sven-Jan Mathiesen, who's had a lot better race than the opening race of the season.
I couldn't agree more, James. Well, I made it to the turn one. That's the start.
You did, and I'm proud of you for that.
No, it was a good race. It was a good race.
Yeah, battling with Jakob as well. From that point of view, it's a tough track to overtake, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, it is. And also, when I was behind Isaacson, it was very tricky to overtake him. But unfortunately, he spun around and I got a freebie, but yeah, it was hard to keep him behind because I think I had like a tiny damage on the front wing and lost some speed on the straight, but yeah, it was alright. And I was also struggling a bit with the grip the last 7 laps, I think. So it didn't want to push, and Ruben was just too fast today.
Yeah, he definitely was a bit swift up front as well. But look, Sven-Jan, finished second. Congratulations. I promise you, I won't turn you into a YouTube short either. So you won't see yourself on that one. But well done, mate. You've done an absolute stellar job. Anyone you want to give a shout out to, as always, before you leave the booth this evening?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to you, James, in the booth, and also Sandro for making this league, making this possible. He's doing one heck of a job, and he's a legend.
Awesome stuff, Sven-Jan. Well, look forward to having more chats with you as we go across the season, buddy. Take care.
I hope so.
You will, mate. You will. You know it. Just stay out of the first corner incidents, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to try.
All right, mate. Well, you take care, and I'll look forward to speaking to you soon.
See you, mate.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. That was Sven Mattsson and Jacob Behrens joining us here in the booth as well. So well done to them, guys. Much love as always. Right, so there we are, back on camera for the final close down of the show for tonight as well. Biggles, last opinion of the racing here this evening. Yeah, Isaacson, yep. Yeah. No, they're probably, yeah, they're probably out of somewhere. So it should be good. What do you mean? Really? No, they said they can't. I don't understand this. Like, 1 minute everything's working. Speak now for me.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Oh,
there you go.
Blimey, 1 minute everything's working, then everything's breaking. When you
doesn't matter anyway, James.
But,
yeah, no, it's fine. What I just said was, you already covered the interview, so it's all good to go, mate.
Well, there we go. All right, Martina Ward. Biggles is back. Thank you very much. You can give me grief as well. Poor Sven, you're never going to live that down. He's not. But, you know, hey, that's what he's here for as well. But, guys, that is it. That rounds out tonight. We Biggles are off to do some SRL GT4 straight after this in probably about 15, 20 minutes time. So stay tuned for that one as well, guys, as well. But thank you so much to everybody for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bells, give the video a big old thumbs up as well, because that would be absolutely amazing. But as per always, I look forward to seeing you all in Barcelona next week. But from myself and Biggles, take care, have a great week, and you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.